Good greetings, everyone. I'm Rusty Dog. Welcome back to Flight Simulator. That's it, Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I have not really, I've messed around with this. I've done a couple of quick up in the air and back down again things. But I haven't done an actual proper flight that means something. So, at least not since probably since the end of November. So we're going to put that right today, and we're going to have three pilots, if you like, flying today. So there's going to be myself, because I own the company, and I have to work as well. And I have my two employees, Brooke and the other one, Melissa. Brooke and Melissa. And they're going to be flying, because I'm not sexist, and they're going to be flying my other two planes because they have to earn their wages, and they haven't been doing so for a little while. They've had life really easy for the last few months, and now it's time to put these ladies to work. So, how are we going to do that? Well, I'm using the OnAir software, which allows you to create your own airline company or plane company. It's not always have to be an airline, and you're basically tasked with jobs. I'm not going to say missions, but you're tasked with jobs to either transport goods or passengers or both from A to B, wherever that may be in the world. Now, currently, Melissa and Brooke are in and around the Europe area, and myself, I am in the United States, because this is where my is it a mission? Yeah, it's a mission. I have a mission to do. They've got jobs. So my mission would be to deliver cargo and passengers, I think, to various locations around the United States. Some of them are quite long haul, so they're going to require fuel stops. And the one I'm going on today is the shortest haul flight, but I need to get this kicked off so that I can get myself up to level 8, and then I can start taking on the missions which are already available to me to get myself to level 9 within OnAir. So let's take a look at OnAir, and we'll get the two ladies off the ground first, and then once they're going, and then we'll create our flight after that. Now, I am rusty. I am a little bit rusty with this in terms of software that I used to have running alongside Flight Sim when I was in flight. But I should be able to get away with using just the Flight Sim today. I hope so. I'm normally plotting routes with a little nav map and stuff like that, and using the push-out service. But I think we're going to get away with this today. So. Okay, so this is the OnAir, and this is my company, Rilmer Airlines. Rilmer being short for Riley and Merlin, two dogs that are in the family. And as you can see, we've got 6.6 million cash currently. Now that used to be 7, but if you see, this is the thing with OnAir, you can, like, if you're going to go on holiday for a few months, you can pause the company, so to speak. You can do that and then start it up again, and that way you're not losing money. If you don't, like I didn't, then you're losing money, I would say, effectively every day, because whether you're online or not, you could shut your computer down completely and you're still going to be losing money every day, because you've got wages to pay, even though these ladies haven't been doing anything. You have ground fees to pay for all 3 aircraft. So yeah, it's, that still carries on in the background in real time, whether you're doing anything or not. So if we take a look at our, I think probably here in the income, we might see some of this. No, it's not the income statement, I don't think. It might be. I might have to go back to this now. The dashboard seems to take a little while to go back to where it was. This is the company value. No, I got no loans anymore, thankfully. I've even got enough money now to rent an Airbus. I think I was in the right place. I want to take a look at the sheets. So, expenses. Okay, staff. So here we go, the 24th, which was 3 days ago. Salary to Melissa and to Brooke. Melissa's getting paid a little bit more than Brooke, and I think that's because she has a little bit more qualifications on aircraft to fly. Brooke, she's been in some training, and I've trained her to fly different types of aircraft, different types of small aircraft, or general aviation. And then we have landing and parking fees. This is where it looks like every single day there are 3 parking fees. So we have the parking fees for Melissa. We have the parking fees for the Baron G48, which is my parking fee, and the Cessna of, I don't know, both Brooke and Melissa are both flying Grand Caravans. So there, it's costing me 480, whatever currency, quaglets, 480 quaglets for their planes, and 144 for mine. And this is per day, regardless of whether I do any jobs in here or not. My net income for the period at the bottom, minus 21,000. Yeah. So I don't have any. I shouldn't have anything for cargo storage. Aircraft rental. For which aircraft is this going to be then? Because the other, it has to be the Baron, because it cannot be the other two that the ladies are flying, because I bought those planes. Those are bought outright. So this is N6695. So if we look at the landing fees here, we should see, there it is, N6695. So it's my Baron G58, which is parked in the United States, that's causing the aircraft renting fees of, whoa, this is 1,580 quaglets per day. Yeah. You see, I need to be out there making money. And aircraft ownership. This is weekly ownership. Wait a minute, how does weekly ownership cost anything? If I own it, I'm being charged because I own it? Anyone know what this is about? Aircraft ownership. It's costing 980 quaglets per Grand Caravan just to own these things. So that's almost 2,000 a day. Yeah, so these are the expenses that are coming off every single day, unless I pause the company. Now, I haven't been pausing the company, and that probably explains in essence why I've lost 400,000 quaglets over the last while. So we need to get this money made back, and we do that by having Brooke and Melissa do their stuff, and I'll do mine. So let's get on with it, right? So we go into aircraft, and we can see that we have Melissa at the top there with the Cessna, then myself in the middle, and Brooke is at the bottom, and the IDs of the plane are such that I can easily tell who's who. So we know that Melissa is currently at Daffy, which is somewhere, and we know that Brooke is at EDJA, which is somewhere else. If we click on the map here, or click on the airport code, I should say, then the map will come up, and it'll tell us that this is where Melissa is. Let's see airport. I don't know where that is, but if we zoom out, oh wow, she's in Algeria. Okay, so I did say Europe, my mistake. She was in Spain, so I guess there was a job to come to Algiers. I didn't realize she'd come down into Africa. Okay, well, and Brooke is currently in, well, she's here. I wish it would, this is the name of the airport, but I wish it would actually be a bit more informative in terms of showing us where it is. But let's zoom out anyway, it's no big deal. I don't recognize any of these name places. And she's in, oh, that Germany? Yep, because there's Munich. So she's in Germany. And myself, this is where I'm going to be taking off from. KMFV. There I am. And I'm somewhere around here. You guys from the United States may recognize this right away. I need to zoom out a bit more. There we go. Actually, now it says here Delaware. Does the state of Delaware end at this grey line, or is that grey line something else? I guess this is Delaware. District of Columbia, Maryland, New Jersey. So you can see we're around there. Okay, and yeah, I'll show you my missions coming up soon. So let's go to find jobs at the current airport for Melissa. So here we've got that. So let's click on here, and we're going to see if we can find Melissa a job to do today. Now I want something that's going to pay decently. So let's put it in pay order, but also something that's not too like I want something that's got a 1 beside it here. So it's just one job, but it's one hop. Some of them have got, like this one has 2. So it's like it's 2 things you have to do, and your company's not approved for medical jobs. Now I am. Brooke may be able to do medical jobs. I'm not sure. Did it say company? Oh yeah, my company. So maybe none of us can. I don't know. Oh no, it's dangerous material that we can do. That tends to pay pretty well. You don't have to go too far for those. Have a look. Now this one pays. Oh, that's got a time limit on it. I'm going to leave those alone. Now this one is a good. This is the highest paying one that we can take. Well, maybe this one. Executive. So we've got 7 passengers, which a Grand Caravan can take, and we've got a distance of 447. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we have to take 7 executives from Daffy to HL77. This is the route. Wow, she's going to end up in Libya. I have to be giving her a pay rise. Okay, so to go to HL77, I want to click on there and just make sure that we have plenty of fuel there. You'll notice now that the OnAir has now got a dark mode, which I'm using. I hope you can see all of this. Now it says that it has fuel, 90, yeah, almost 100,000 gallons. That's plenty. So I don't need to worry about fuel. There's enough fuel in the Grand Caravan to do this trip, so we're going to do this one, and Melissa, sorry, is going to do 83,000. So we're going to hit take on that job. Okay, now let's go back, and let's find a job for Brooke, and then we'll get these girls laid. Oh, I don't want to say girls. Is that appropriate? I don't know. Ladies. We'll get them off the ground. So we have a business trip here for 10 passengers to go 385. And this job is Army personnel. Okay, and she's going to Germany down to Italy. That looks like a fair, good trip. And if we look in Lira, which is where she'll be going to. Oh yeah, we got, yep, plenty of fuel there. Okay, this is just so I know I'm going to have enough fuel when I get there and I don't have any problems, because there have been times where I've landed on smaller airports and there's just been no fuel, and I've had to go and pick up some fuel with a different plane and deliver it, fly over to the airport, and basically do what like a fuel rat would do in Elite Dangerous. Right, I'm happy with this job. Okay, so now both of the ladies have got their jobs ready. We can now go into the aircraft screen for Melissa. And we're going to load the passengers up. And as you can see, the plane can take a maximum of 88 pounds. And currently we have 7.3. So I only need enough fuel to get there because I know now that I can refuel when I'm there. So the distance to get to our destination is 447 Newton meters. So we'll fill up and we'll get ourselves. You look at the bottom. Actually, where does it tell me? Yeah, at the bottom, right at the bottom. We need to go 447, right? So somewhere around there. Call it there. But then we need to at least budget for another 150 nautical miles, because if we don't put at least another 150 nautical miles on there, then we won't have enough reserve fuel, which is required, and we'll get a penalty if we land with too low a fuel. So I'm going to make this go to 600 nautical miles, somewhere just on the cautious side. And as you can see, we're still quite underweight. So instead of it being 67, I'm just going to top it up to 70%. So now the tank is 70% full. It can easily cover the distance, including the passengers. And as you can see, we are able to load all of them on board. Problem. And we can click on confirm and go fly now. So we're going to transfer the work order. And we just have to wait a little while. And the destination airport, as we know, is HL77. So let's type that in here. And that gives us the Tripoli International as the alternative airport in case for some reason like weather or whatever we can't make this airport. She will divert to Tripoli. And those diversions have happened in the past. Make no mistake, it does happen. Right, there's no co-pilot going today. This is the first time I'm using this in dark mode, and it's a bit weird. So Melissa will be flying this plane, so as soon as everybody's on, fuel is... Okay, that's it. Fuel is loaded. Passengers are still getting on board. As you can see here, the maximum is 12 on this plane. And the maximum cargo is 779, but you have to account for fuel as well. You can't just say, oh well, stick 12 passengers on and let's go 500 miles, because you have to still load your fuel in as well. So your weight has to be your fuel, yourself as the pilot, and your passengers combined, and you still have to be able to put enough fuel in to not run too low, because what happens if you put the exact amount of fuel in to get there, and suddenly you need to divert to, in this case, the alternative Tripoli International. And that's another 65 nautical miles away, and you can't make it. Now what do you do? Well, you'll crash. Okay, so we've got the 3 greens up and going. So we can just hit launch flight. So we could have launched that while we waited, and then when everybody was on board and the fuel was done, it would have launched anyway. But regardless, launch flight. And now she's away. So now let's turn to Brooke. This is Brooke down here, and we're going to click on the plane for her. And she's got 10 passengers to load. However, she doesn't have to go so far. So she has to fly 385 nautical miles. So let's stick in enough fuel, plus another around, I say 150 for these Grand Caravans. So 385, that will be 485, so 435. Let's try and get to 450 nautical mile range, looking at the bottom of the screen there. 450, yeah, there we go. And we're still underweight. We're at 51. I'm going to take it up just a little. I don't know whether having more fuel in whether it gets calculated in here that it adds to extra weight, and so the flight time will be slightly slower. I don't know whether those kind of things are calculated. I think they are. I don't see why they wouldn't be. But anyway, so confirm and go fly now. We've got the fuel in. So now we're waiting for passengers, and she's flying passengers to Lyra. So let's type that airport code in, which is Lyra. So it's is it not pronounced Ciampino? And the alternative airport is another 78 nautical miles away, San Egidio. Or yeah. And the pilot's going to be Brooke. And we don't have to wait for the fuel and the passengers. We can just click launch flight when ready. Not enough fuel. Really? Range needed 540. Okay, this is not good then. Okay, I thought I had plenty. See, you have to be careful. So now we need to go back into the aircraft. Oh, apron work in progress. Do you want to display the apron work again? Yes. I need to add more fuel now. Okay, that's done. Go back. Click back in the plane. So she's going to need more range. I calculated this right. Oh no, I didn't. That was my fault, sorry. 385 nautical miles. So 385, 485, it should be 530, not 4. There we go. That gives us 59. So we can go 60. How's the weight on the plane? Pretty good. I'm just looking at the gross weight now. I'm going to take it fairly close to the max. There we go. So we have 591 range. So now we confirm and go fly. And now it just has to top up from where it was to just put that little bit of extra fuel in. No biggie. Let's put the airport back in again then. So Lyra, where she's heading to, and the pilot is Brooke. Okay, so we can launch the flight once the fuel is in. And that's the two ladies taken care of. They're away. As you can see, Melissa already in flight. It should show somewhere where I click. I know she's not taken off yet by the looks of it. Idle. Yeah, she can be. Wait a minute, that's me. Sorry. I'm so used to Melissa being at the top. Right, flying. There we go. There's Melissa. So she's away. She's gone. Oh yeah, she's well away. I'm so used to her being at the top. Right, okay. Ignore that. It's normally Melissa at the top, me in the middle, and then Brooke at the bottom. But I guess that's changed since I've got my Baron. Now for me, that's all that's left. So I'm going to be flying in the flight sim. I don't know why I clicked on home, but never mind. So into jobs. So these are the two jobs that are pending, which are Brooke and Melissa's flights that are out there. I've got a level 6 mission. Oh, okay. 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. My apologies. Even this is weird because I'm already at level 7. I got there because we happened to reach there, the three of us. But I still haven't taken the level 6 missions yet. And this is the US tour. Then we've got the South America tour coming after this one. So, as you can see, there are 8 missions here. And we're all flying from the same airport. So it's a case of, like, I'm just going to do this one today that flies down to here. But if there was enough space and fuel, I could probably put the cargo or the passengers in. See, we've got 3 passenger missions and 5 cargo. So the question would be, oh no, I'm doing this one today. Sorry, this one. But if I had the range with the plane, I could probably take, say, cargo or passengers for both of these, drop this one off and then drop that one off. So it's not 2 separate jobs. I don't have to fly all the way back again. because when you fly here, you have to fly all the way back again. I suppose you can teleport your plane back there, but then I don't know whether you lose anything badly by doing that. I don't know. And what's great on this new version of OnAir is now at each airport. Remember when I looked for the fuel at the airport to see if there was any fuel at each airport? Remember when I did that? That's what you always had to do. You had to go to the destination airport on the map and see if that airport had fuel or not. That's called these are the FBO services. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can just go to each mission here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Just go to each mission here and you can go to check and it tells you what they have, how much fuel. The 100LL is the fuel that you need. The other one is jet fuel. So there's two services here. This airport here, KFFA, none available. So that means I'm going to need to take enough fuel to get there and then either fly back or fly to the nearest airport that has fuel. But the fact that they've added this little check in there and this box is brilliant. I love that they've added this. It just saves a lot of time. So if we go into distance, we'll see that this is the shortest distance. So let's zoom in here. This is the flight we're going to be doing today, and we're going to be landing at KFFA. Now we know that KFFA does not have any fuel. Now let's confirm that. We'll click on the code, and as you can see, it has jet fuel. It does not have fuel for me, for my little Baron. So I'm going to need to pick out an alternative place to land. Okay. And then I'm going to need to find out whether, I don't know why I've clicked home there again. Then I'm going to need to find out whether there's enough fuel at that place. So how do we do this? Well, the answer is without another app. I don't know. I think we can do it without another app. Let's have a look. So this is my job today. So if I just go here and I click on show other airports, and as we zoom in, we'll get these smaller airports. Now there's another one, look. And this is QMQI. Oh, sorry, KMQI. Let's click on that. Oh, I can't go to it. Right click. Oh, sorry. It used to be down here. You used to be able to click something. Ah, here we go. It's up here now. Airport sheet. KMQI. And they have fuel. Do they have enough? Available 963 gallons. That's enough. All right. So clearly then, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to deliver my load here, and then I'm going to have to take off and have enough fuel to fly just to there and refuel and then head back. I got no choice. I have to do this. So I need to get enough fuel to go to there and still have reserve. So I'm going to try and get as much fuel in as possible. And I've got to take 42 cargo. All right, so the flight we want is this one. And go back again because I've clicked on that again, sorry. All right, we can do this. We can get away with this. So if we go back now, come on. The dashboard takes so long. I don't know why it can't just store it locally. Right, into aircraft then. And now it's me. I'm going to click on my plane. And there's all the jobs available. Now, the one we want is this top one, KFFA. And we're going to load that. And as for fuel, well, the distance we need to travel for this one is 98 nautical miles. The fuel that's in the plane right now gives me 718 nautical miles. Wow. Okay, that is some range. That is some serious range. I've already got enough. I don't need to add any more fuel into this plane because I'm already 55% full. And that is an incredible amount of nautical miles from this. I like that. You don't have to take these jobs in number order, by the way. You can do them in any order you wish. So let's confirm and go fly. At some point, I'm going to have to connect up with Flight Sim. Can't remember whether I'm supposed because I know once I click connect, it's going to put my plane at the right airport in the right weather conditions and everything. What I don't know is if I have to be there in the sim itself. But let's go confirm fuel and payload on this one. Why is it taking me out to this screen? I want to be there. Okay, so my destination is KFFA, 98 nautical miles, a fairly short flight. It's not an AI pilot. I'm going to be flying, so I'm going to click there, Rusty Dog. Oh no, that's not me. What do I do here? I can't remember. Go to flight tracking page. There we go. The fuel is on, the passengers are in. Now we go to tracking aircraft. Okay. So now it says these are the conditions that the plane is not the correct model and it's not in the correct location. That is correct, and that is because we have to actually do that. So if we look at the here, we need to go to world map, and we're taking off. The departure airport is KMFV, so I don't need to be a glider. I need to be a Baron G58. So this is my first time flying. I had to buy this plane specifically for this for these jobs in the United States because I really didn't have. I'm quite happy with this livery. I didn't really have the right plane before to do this. I think I had a Cessna 172 or something. Brooke and Melissa both had Grand Caravans, and I think I was flying. Oh no, I think I did give myself a Grand Caravan, but it was rented, so I got rid of it. So the departure airport for me is KMFV. Oh, what happened there? KMFV, which is a Comac, which is correct. Runway, well, we can't. We're going to have to start from a ramp, or at least a parking gate. Yeah, parking. There we go. Parking 2. Can we zoom in, please, and just take a look at this? That would be nice. Okay. So I'm flying. I'm going to be flying off runway 21, I think. Runway 21, because I need to fly south. So if I can pick up the closer parking, so I don't have to taxi so far. Ramp 17. I don't know, this one. There we go. What's this front one? Ramp 14? Do that one. Yep, I'm quite happy to be there. Oh dear, it's raining. Never mind. Live traffic is on. Live weather and time is on. I don't need to have live traffic. I can just put AI. But let's go with it anyway. All right, so correct aircraft now, correct destination, and we click fly. And then when we go back here, those should now be green. So now it's switched to the right plane. It's happy with that, and it's happy with the location. Okay. And as you can see on the map, it's put me exactly where I need to be. I'm facing the wrong way currently, but that's not a problem. We're just going to take off, and we're going to go out south. We're going to be traveling south, and then we're going to actually go Oh, this is new. The red lines on the map, that's new for the airport. Runways, yeah, that's new. Okay, so 35 minutes into the video, we can now actually get out there. Oh, God. Why? Why does it have to be raining? And the current time here is just approaching 10 o'clock in the morning. Check this out, guys. I don't want you to miss this. Look at what I have to put up with. Ugh. Now, this is where you can't make any mistakes, and this is where I'm going to, because as I said, I'm a bit rusty on this, so I have to make sure that all the lights are on, the correct lights are on the plane, you know, everything. I can't believe these weather conditions, but we'll see if we can fly high enough to get above this. I don't know what it is, I don't know. Okay, so I need to click on ready to fly. Okay, and now we've done that, now we can go into here and click start tracking. So when I click this, everything it does now, or everything I do, I'm sorry, everything I do in the plane will be tracked by this. So any mistake I make can be costly. So let's click start tracking. Okay, that is it. It is now tracking me. What's that in the corner? Altitude and airspeed. Oh wow, that's new. That's new in the bottom right hand corner. I like this new version. I haven't used this for a few months and clearly they've been busy on this. Alright, let's see if the dome light works. I haven't turned on any battery. Oh, okay, I do need the battery then. So the headlight, is it H? No. L? No. D? I don't know what my headlight torch is. See, I knew this was going to happen. So let's go into controls, and then I'm going to say it again because I have to say it every time. This is the single best control method, customizable interface for controls on any game I've ever seen. There's so many controls in this game, but regardless, the method they do it, they have separate control files. So you've got a controller file that you can load and save for your mouse, one for your controller, one for your joystick, and then you've got one for your keyboard. 4 separate controller profiles. They're all separate, and they literally, like, if you change your joystick, you change your mouse or something, and you want to maybe do something else, it doesn't affect any of the other controllers. And this search by input. So it's like, what key have I got set to H? And there it is. You know, it's just absolutely fantastic. What have I got? So you can cancel that and say, what have I got set to Control S? Oh, autopilot and 1 hold. Okay, I didn't know that, you know. But right now I want to search for light. And I'm looking for interior lights. Toggle flashlight. There we go. Alt and L, I guess. That's a small L. Alt and L. There we go. You see how brilliant this is? The people who thought this through, there we go, did a really, really seriously good job. Okay, so let's get things going then. How do we do this? Well, I suppose I better get started by turning the batteries on and the alternators, the avionics, prop sync. I suppose I'm going to need that. Lights, wing ice light. I don't know if we're going to need that. Not going to be icy today. It's certainly raining, but I don't know about ice. Do I need the fuel booster pump? I don't know. It's set to low. Got strobe light, beacon light, nav light, floodlight.
Pause system test. Okay.
Okay, that's just the Instruments coming on, and I've got to turn the other one on as well. Okay, so what else do we have here? Panel lights, we can put those on. Taxi lights, yes, we'll be taxiing out. Not to forget to turn the taxi light off when we take off. I probably will. Landing lights we don't need. Do we? No, because these taking off lights. Right, it's raining. It's a little bit cold. I'm going to put the pitot heat on if I can find the thing. Normally around here somewhere. Got a heater. That's inoperative. There it is. Door warning, prop, de-ice. I don't think we're gonna need it, but hey, windshield de-ice. It doesn't like it's raining. I don't know what I didn't take note of what the temperature was. Okay, so we're gonna get these positioned, and we're gonna start. Oh wait a minute. We need to fuel. What's the fuel set to? Off. So we need to allow fuel flow, otherwise we're not gonna get anything. Alright, let's start the left engine.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engine.
Now let's start the right engine. Hey, keep on running. Yeah, we're going. We are going. I don't know if I'm going to need my light anymore. I think we're good, and the dome light shouldn't work now that we've got the battery on. Yay, let's put both sides on. Even though we don't have a passenger. Okay, now it's fairly well lit. Okay, fuel mixture. I've just realized I haven't plugged in my throttle. That's 100%, that's okay for now. That's 100%, that's okay for now. Yeah, I didn't plug my throttle in. I really don't know why. And we are now ready for takeoff. Oh God. Now it knows where we have to go, I think. I think it knows where we have to go. I haven't plugged in a destination. I guess I probably should have done that, right? Yeah, I think I probably should have told my computer where I want to go. I think we can do this. Now remembering to do this is going to be fun. We got flight plan, active flight plan, which I don't have. So I'm going to have to set direct course. And we're going to KFFA, isn't it? Yeah, this is just a direct flight thing, so we don't want to do that. This is all from memory. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot to put the destination route into my flight plan on the main screen of the flight simulator. So that was a bit silly. Oh, my GPS has not got a clue where to go. Okay. Not moving. Why is that? Oh, there we go. I don't know what's going on. There we go. These dialogue things popping up doesn't always help. All we need to select here is... See, it's gone to the other one. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Kill Devil Hills. What? File destination KFFA. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Now how do we program that? We need an enter key. Oh, I know what it is. Come on. Ah! Don't do that! Oh. No, go back. Oh my god. Navigate. And then toggle cursor position? No. Went past it. Okay. And now I need to come down. When are you gonna come down? I need to go down to the that's confirmed. I need to get it down to the activate. Do it up here. Sugar. No, it's not programmed. Why did I click that? Well, this really gets my goat. Navigate. There we go. Navigate MFD. I don't know how I got it there, but... How do I confirm that? There we go. Enter and accept. Yay! Okay, we got there in the end. Oh! God! Please don't let me have to do that again. And now I can't remember what the controls are to zoom in and out on this. It's been a while. Okay, I just want to make sure that we are going to where we're going. Yes, we are. Oh, God. How much fuel am I wasting? I am actually literally wasting fuel here. Alright, we're good to go. Please let me take off in this weather. Automated weather, I don't need that. I can see it's peeing it down. I want to depart south. Please tell me runway 21. Thank you. We're going, guys. It's only taken 47 minutes. Oh, I've had nothing back. Is this just a small airfield?
Kilo Mike Foxtrot Victor Traffic Rusty Romeo 66 is taxiing to runway 21.
Yeah, there's nobody coming back to me. Now then, do we have the guiding light? I think we're going to get the guiding light once we take off. I have no real idea of where I am. I think I have to turn to the... I'm just zooming in on the map here. I don't need a pushback service, I don't think. Probably I do. I don't know. See, I've asked for him, but I don't know what he's going to do. And I don't even know which way I want to go. I think I just want to get onto the runway, which is to the left of me. And I need to be going up. I need to go up there, where that Comac sign is. Are you actually bothering to... You're not, are you? I don't know. I tried to request a pushback there, but I don't think he's really too interested. Well, let's see if we can do this just by turning around. Is he coming over? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Can you hurry up, please? I've got... No? Okay. So I've got to increase my throttle a little. I'm just going to see if I can do a U-turn here. I'm going to have to run him over, but that's the name of the game. Now we have avoid the fuel tanker, because they're not going to be very happy if I hit that. Okay, it looks like we're okay. I think the passengers are not that grumpy. They're okay. They've had to wait a little while, but you know. I'm just going to go all up here. Oh, it's monitoring my thing. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Look, it's monitoring my... I've obviously got to turn around and fly south, but I need to get up to the top of the runway first. I love it's monitoring my path now. It never did that before. Oh, there's some really nice features into this OnAir now. I mean, it's just getting better and better and better all the time. It's getting really informative. I haven't adjusted the flaps yet for takeoff. I'll be doing that once I turn around at the end of this runway. To be fair, there's probably enough runway already for me to take off, but I'd rather do it safely. And I guess the best way. Only the lonely. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I'll just stick to the side. I think Peace and Plenty Farm. Okay, I'm gonna have to go on the grass because I didn't slow down enough. Okay, I'm just gonna put full flaps. I don't know whether I need it, but I'll put it anyway. Let's get the hell out of here. Check out my my U-turn here. Landing lights off. Yes. See, that's a penalty now, which I'll never recover from. And of course the landing lights are off because I'm not actually landing. I'm taking off. Big difference. Why do you need landing lights on takeoff? Because they shouldn't call them landing lights then. I mean, I get why. I do understand why. I just think they shouldn't maybe be called landing lights. I'm gonna get penalized for that. I'm gonna put them on at some point and then just keep them on. Taxi light, which I think is this one. No, is it this one? Yep. Now, I must not forget to turn off sorry, I must not forget to turn on the taxi light on the way back. Now, also, if you look in the OnAir, you'll see on the bottom right all of my graphs, which I've nicely messed up for you so you can see how not to do it. And I'm just looking at my computer screen right now. Let's get some power and altitude because we're really not doing that. As I said, I am extremely rusty at the moment. There's my destination. But we need to start gaining some altitude, serious. And this weather is shaking the plane around a little, as you can see. Oh my god, it's tilting to the side and I have to really to control it. That 97 nautical miles is where we need to be. I'm having trouble just keeping this plane straight. Okay, I'm going to try and trim it out. I mean, I don't see why. Because of that reflection of the screen in the side window, it gives me the impression that I'm slanted, you know, that I'm not flying level, and that's what's doing my head in at the moment. So if I stay at full power, it's going to use up more fuel than it needs to. Do we have a prop speed dial? I don't know. See, here we have... Oh, I don't look at the instruments because it's going to make me see the instruments. Let's knock it down just a little. And the fuel mixture control. Bring it down a little, it might help the plane fly a bit better. Oh no, you see now by the time I've got those two level, which they should be, I'm going to be in a different county, in a different state, not flying high enough, and yeah. If I change the weather, I don't know, I think it aborts the flight or pauses the flight until I correct it. I don't like this. That reflection on the side window really bothers me in this kind of weather. I've got the dials here that tell me about the fuel trims and stuff, but probably better with my throttle. And you know, I haven't used Flight Sim, as I said, for a few months, and trust me to pick a day where it's just absolutely skidding it down. So I'm going to leave go of the throttle now, and I'll leave go of the joystick and see if the trim holds it level. I mean, more or less, right? Oh god, I pressed for the gear to go in. What's going on? I pressed for the gear to go in as soon as we took off. Jeez. Not helpful, guys, not helpful. I seem to be way off my my target at the moment on the map. Let's see if we can maybe put that right. Just fly with the waypoint to the left of us. She's kind of flying level-ish. I mean, it's still going up a little bit, but we're okay. We just have to head for that waypoint and we'll be good. Looking on the map on OnAir, we're still on target. It's a pity we just don't have a nicer view. I mean, the visibility is nothing, guys, so I apologize on behalf of the weather that I'm not bringing you a better view of things, because that would be nice if we did have it. Of course it's the wrong way. So I could go this way and get myself... I mean, we are flying a direct route, so I don't know how much of a difference it really makes. We're only at 3,600 feet, which is fine. I'm okay with that, as long as the air traffic control are happy with that as well. I could use autopilot now, but I couldn't I? Why aren't I using autopilot? It's already set to GPS mode by the looks of it, is it? I think so. I don't know if it is. You have to make sure it's set to GPS mode. I don't know which button it is. I think it's that. Yeah, GPS, there we go. Okay, we've got it set to GPS. And now engage autopilot and heading. And what else? To turn that on? I don't know. Altitude hold. It's going to hold here. Is the plane going to level itself out? Why is it turning back the other way? What are you doing? It's turned the wrong way. This is not good. My autopilot is now flying me in the wrong direction. Thank you, autopilot. I certainly appreciate that. Again, comments below, please. Tell me why that happened. What did I not press, or what did I press wrong? We'll just follow the GPS there. Oh god, the weather. I mean, look at the rain just streaking off here. And it doesn't look like it's going to be picking up anytime soon. We're now almost at 4,000 feet. I don't really want to get too much higher than that. That was crazy. Why the hell did it turn me round? I mean, the GPS is set. There's obviously something that I've missed. I'll have to have a refresher course by watching my own live streams. This actually tells me how much off I am of the map. As I'm turning, I'm going to just switch to OnAir for you guys. So as I'm turning, you can see the orange line underneath my plane is telling me where I'm heading to, compared to the purple line, which is where I'm supposed to be heading. But this is just getting me back onto the purple line that's on the map on my aeroplane's computer here. So that's all that's happening there. And you see, as I turn the plane, it's altering that. So this is actually really very informative now. I'm just going to adjust the trim a little bit more. See if we can get see if we can make the plane fly level. I mean, it's quite difficult in these conditions. I think the wind's going to be blustering it up and down, but we're more or less bang on there, I think, now. Yeah, this is really disorienting, the reflection on the windows. I can remove that by just coming off, I think it's called glass reflections, and if you have it set to ultra, you will get this here. Anything under that, it doesn't show this. And it does. This is like looking out and that's the ground. The green is like fields, and fields and meadows and woodland areas. And it makes it look like I am tilted to my left with my left wing down. That's the impression I get. I don't know whether you guys are looking at that and thinking the same thing, but I was hoping to show a nice flight today, then in some decent conditions with some nice scenery. But hey, this is life, right? You know, this is reality. This is how it is. Now I could, if I had autopilot on, I could speed this up to around 8 times the speed so we get there quicker. So there's not much here for you guys to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording, and when I get closer to my destination, which looks like it's going to be in around 79 minutes according to this ETA, so I've got an hour and a bit to fly, I will be back. Unless anything happens in the meantime, like, you know, maybe I spot a UFO, something like that, then I'll come back. Oh, we have another plane going past on my left, and we see it. Are you kidding? In these conditions? Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, we just got another plane there. That's probably real traffic. All right. I will be back when we have something to come back for. Okay, we're back. It's only been 40 seconds. I figured out what it was with the autopilot. Yes, rookie error. I didn't have nav mode on, which is, as soon as I saw nav mode was off, I knew that was it. Turn approach mode on, no. Turn back course mode on, no. Vertical speed mode on. Flight control, I don't know what that does. Decrease and increase vertical speed, I'm okay. So currently it's holding at 3008 and it is holding the course. It's heading back towards that purple line, and then it'll straighten out, and in OnAir that is going to require me going in this, whoops, that's going to require me traveling towards this orange line, because the purple line here does not match up with the one on the GPS in the flight sim. That's just the way love goes, I suppose. So now that I have autopilot, I can speed the sim up. Yes, sorry, Bob. I can get to around 8. I don't want to go. I tend not to go beyond 8 speed because things can get a little bit unpredictable. The other problem is this weather. You have buffeting, the plane is kind of you know, getting shaken around a little bit, so again you don't really want to go too fast in case something happens where the autopilot has trouble flying the plane. So I've just connected up, as you can hear, with SimRate 1. SimRate 1. How do I get to SimRate? I guess I can type it in. But I know there's keys to do this, and I can't remember what they were. So I'm going to type in, or maybe there weren't keys. Yeah, no, there are, because I can't. Start travel. SimRate. I'm using a program here called SimRate Bandit. I don't know what the keys are. I don't know what the keys are to do it.
SimRate 2.
Oh, there we go.
SimRate 4. SimRate 2. SimRate 1.
Okay, so what start travel does is it increases the speed to what the maximum what it thinks it can do, and then as it gets closer to the destination it'll start slowing the speed down, and it actually knows that I've got 88 nautical miles distance to waypoint, even though the game says 89. But I'm going to need to go in and find out what the controls are for this to change the sim rate up and down, because I really don't know what they are. I have forgotten. So I'm just going to let this thing fly. I'm pretty sure when we get to the purple line that the plane is going to turn left all by itself, and we're going to be good to go. Now that actually the plane is, look at this weather, oh god. But now that the plane is flying on its own, we can sort of take a look out. And in fact, one thing we can do now we have control of the plane and we don't have to stress too much, is we can bring these mixture controls. I don't want to dip too much below 65 really. I'm quite happy at 65. So that's a nice mixture of air fuel, I think. Propeller control, well, where's my fuel flow, CPM? So we're using whatever that is. We're down there. Doesn't really say, does it, what the fuel flow is, but it must be around 15, 14, about 14 fuel flow. And there's the quantity. And these are my RPMs. As you can see, they're dipping into the reds. So I think what I'm going to do is just bring the throttle down a little more, maybe to around 65 as well. It's going to slow the flight down, of course, but actually that's not really what I want to adjust, is it? It's the prop speed. bring those down to around 90. And throttle control, I'm going to take that up a bit more. Okay. So the revs, as you can see, they're just under the red. We want to keep it in anywhere in this green area, I think. So it looks to me like we're quite safe to drop it a bit more. So let's get this down to 80. And also we'll probably save a little bit of fuel. Oh, I wondered what was going on, but that's not my plane. Yeah, so that is that's the revs come down a bit more now. Can we see that guy? Oh, not from here. Just looking for some lights. Where did he go? I don't think he might be it might be a jet, and he might be way above us. Okay. I guess I'm a bit happier. I think the plane's going to be turning to the left very shortly. We'll be happier with the propeller RPM. It could come down a bit more, to be fair. It doesn't have to be flat out. Because don't forget, we've got to take off again. Although we do have absolutely tons of fuel remaining for what we need. So now you can see the RPMs are in the middle of the green. That's nice. I like that. I like being in the middle of the green right there. Everything else is in the greens. Alternator load is into the yellow. Is that a good thing? Can we turn the alternators off now? I don't know. They wouldn't be charging the battery then, would they? I'm going to leave everything as it is. I don't want to just add to my list of stresses. Here we go. Are we going to be changing heading anytime soon? If the autopilot's doing its job, it should be following that purple line, because all you need to know to get this done is to turn nav mode on and use this CDI button to switch into GPS mode. Once you're in GPS mode, you're good to go. It's going to follow that direct line, and it'll say GPS right there, so you'll be alright. Oh, it's going to need to turn like any second now. Please. Autopilot. I know you're not quite there yet, but I'm expecting you to do just a little turn to your left now. And then we can really start speeding the game up to around probably about 4 times the speed. I want to see. I do want to see it do this. I mean, it is going to do it, right? Do I need to have heading select on? I mean, it's following GPS, so... I don't know. I can't remember. I've just switched it on and it's turning the wrong way, so no. I have seen it sometimes go past the line and then turn and then rejoin the line from the other side. I have seen that before. It is maintaining altitude though, which I like. But unless it's going in the right way, doesn't really help me. And the fact that we trimmed the plane out first before the autopilot took over means it doesn't have to fight the pitch so much. Oh God. Why is it not following my... Oh, right. I took heading mode on, which took nav mode off. That was naughty. Okay, well it seems to be doing it now, but I don't know whether it was going to do it before or what. So now, as you can see, these purple lines are almost there to join up. It's just, yeah, it's just having a play around now. I don't know why it's putting itself back this way, but I guess it knows what it's doing. I don't know. Well, I guess we just leave it. I'm going to find out how to speed things up in SimBandit because it doesn't have a help mode or anything. I've just got to find the text file that came with the download. I can do that actually while we're here. So let's have a look. I don't know whether FS sim rate has been updated. I did check. I don't think it has since my last version, and I don't think it needs to because it is working. I think we're good to go. Not quite. Oh, you know what? We are sort of on course. I mean, according to the GPS here, this line is matched. I mean, that is beautiful. It is perfect. Look at that. It's bang on. But the plane doesn't show like it's straight. It's flying down that line. Because it's as you can see, it's not coming off that line now. It's threaded onto that purple line. But the plane isn't oriented correctly. Maybe a dodgy SIM card, probably. I did buy a cheap one from Amazon, so it's probably that. Right, let's have a look then. FS sim rate bandit. If I can find it. Bear with me. No items match my search. Okay. Well, that's great. I don't know why. Unless I didn't put it in the correct place. Correct folder. I've been known to do that. Well, if I downloaded this program, it would follow that it should be on my in my folder, and I can't find it. No, I don't know where it is. It's not the archive or the folder. It's not called FS sim rate, which you would expect. I don't really know why. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll just keep it at this speed until such time as I find out. All right, so I'll be back when we have a bit more progress because this flight's going to take a bit longer than I anticipated, especially seeing as how we slowed the engines down. We've got another 106 minutes now instead of 79, so yeah, it's going to take us longer to get there. But we're going to be saving on fuel, even though we don't really need to, I don't think. If OnAir was right that we had enough for 700 and whatever it was nautical miles, then this fuel quantity shouldn't deviate too much. Not by more than 1/7 at least. Okay, I will be back. Okay, slight progress report. We are now flying at 8 times the normal speed. I think. Yeah. And I made another rookie error. Up until now, I mean, we are only... Well, that was 60 a minute ago. The reason we were going so slow Well, I kind of had the flaps down the entire time,
Sim rate 4.
so that wasn't great.
Sim rate 2.
But I know it's control plus and control minus now to do the sim rate.
Sim rate 4.
Yeah, we were on full flaps the entire way, so that we've had to fight that resistance, which means the trim is actually off, and this is not great. But it is listing all the events here that I'm doing. You can see there at the top right, flaps off, landing lights off. I did take the landing lights off. I love the events now. It's so good. Okay, once we get under 10 nautical miles, the rain has eased off. We're over the water. Once it's got to 10 nautical miles, we're going to be contacting the airport, KFFA, and requesting landing. But I can't really see the distance. So I think we're going to have to slow it down soon. We'll get to 10 and then we'll slow the sim rate down to normal. So I had my flaps down the whole way. I didn't bring up the gear until quite late on. So yeah, that wasn't great.
Sim rate 2. Sim rate 1.
Okay, let's see if we can contact the airport and inform them of our intentions to land.
Tower Rusty Romeo 610 miles north.
Meantime, I'm going to bring off the autopilot, I think, or I'm going to come down in altitude.
Runway 21. Altimeter tree 0.20 wind 281 at 14.
Fly straight in runway 21 Rusty Romeo 66.
We should get the gates now. There they are. Okay, I'm going to disengage the autopilot and see if we can bring this in. I'm glad the weather's cleared up, because at least then we get to see something. Because landing in that weather was just going to be atrocious. What height did you want me at? 2,200. Okay, well, we're not too far from that. So I'm going to just bring the propeller down. I can't believe it's amazing how much slower we were going due to the hold on. Due to the flaps being down. That was just nuts. And it looks like we're going to be
Rusty Romeo.
af
Cleared to land runway 21.
after a kink. Oh. After a kink to the right here, it looks like we're going to be lined up directly with the runway. Like there's no more turns to do after this one. I am bringing the speed down, but you'll see now that we're more or less in line with everything. And I am just now on the first set of flaps because I'm drifting too slow for my liking. But I've got all my lights on. I've got my landing lights on, and I've got... Oh, it even plots the number. Look. You see above my plane icon there's a yellow dot? That's when I turn the taxi lights on and everything. Each one is in a separate event. I love it. I love it. I can even see where I made the mistakes now. Okay, I am going to bring the speed down just a little. can't hear the... I am using the button to bring the speed down, but I'm not hearing it. Now I hear it. I may have to go full flaps here. Okay, my gear is now out. Or at least it better be.
1210 at 19 knots.
It hasn't said gear down on the events. That's because my mouse pointer is not in the correct screen. Yeah, my mouse was on the other screen, so all the key presses I was making weren't doing anything.
500.
This isn't going to go well. Okay, as long as the gates stay blue, everybody's happy. Even the passengers. Just going to arrest the speed a little. I don't know whether we've got a bit of a breeze going on here. I'm going to try and tilt this plane into the runway. I have to actually pull the yaw on this to do it. Wow, it is windy, as I am drifting to the side there.
Landing time logged.
I hope I've got space to stop. At least I don't have to go to any taxiways or anything.
Rusty Romeo 66, turn next taxiway.
Oh, sorry. I kept my finger on the brakes there because I thought I had to acknowledge something to ATC. You know, because you know what they're like. Did you hear my last instruction? Blah, 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 blah. So I don't like hearing that. Yeah, I really need my throttle.
Romeo 66, contact ground on 122.
I really need my throttle connected.
122.9 Rusty Romeo 66.
Because the problem is, my hand is going to one side of the keyboard to do the ATC acknowledgements, and then at the same time I need to put my hand on the other side of the keyboard in order to control aspects of the plane, and this is why I've shot further back than I need to be, but it doesn't matter, we're good. So, in order to complete the flight and not get penalized anymore, we have to make sure that, I think it's at least the beacon light has to stay on, but if we turn the landing lights off and the taxi lights off, panel lights we don't really need, floodlights we don't really need, and navigational lights, okay, I'm going to leave these on. Can we do that? Yeah, I think you leave them on until the engine is off. So let's turn the engines off there.
End of time logged. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
And now we can turn those off. And that, and that. And this. Okay. Now, how did we manage? How did we do? Minus 32. Sorry, minus 0.32. You see, reputation increase. Okay, so I got reputation increase for flying the distance. Landing lights were off during approach. False. False. I did turn those on. Because I've just had to turn them off, so I don't know where it got that information from. Unless you have to... Did I turn them on after I entered the red gates? I don't know, maybe that's the thing. And aircraft stalled. Actually, it didn't. It was a stall warning. Stall. But I don't think it actually did stall. I just got the warning. So as you can see, that is a hefty penalty. Comfort bonus, always nice. Safety bonus because I didn't do the landing lights thing. Handling bonus because of the stall. So not great. If I look at the flight record, does it show me all the... Oh, brilliant. It does. Okay, let's have a look down here and see what we did. So if I go to landing lights, can I click it and it takes me to that event? The answer to that is no, but if I click there, taxi lights on, there, landing lights on there. And it says that I didn't do it in time. That's a position report. Position report. But when does approach start then? I mean, I turned my landing lights on there, but I got penalized for not turning them on. Probably not turning them on in time. I turned them on a little bit too late, but I don't see how that's possible at all. So maybe the approach is further back. I mean, it could be from here. Maybe the landing lights need to come on. And further out. Does it say how far at this point I am from the destination? How much fuel I've got on board? 70 gallons. And then down here I had 69.6. Wow, how can that be? That's a... Good. Oh yeah, we used a gallon from there to there. Okay, that's fair enough, I suppose. Okay. Valid flight. So we click OK. And now, if I go to... you know what I didn't do? I didn't note how long these girls were going to be flying for. So she's got another 2 hours 5, another 1 hour 39. Now for me, I need to go back to jobs, don't I? I can't avoid that. So let's wait for the dashboard to happen. And if I go to... See, I don't get paid for these jobs. This is a mission. I don't get paid for these at all. Now it still says 8. Oh, there we go. Delivered. No more liver. But I've got to fly back to KMFV now to do the next one. And look at this flight here. Which is the longest one? They're not that long really. I mean, they look it. We didn't do a big flight, but I guess this is the longest one, I would say. Which is this one. Is it 327 cargo? And yeah, look at this, 970 nautical miles. We just did 98. So 10 times the distance. And the question is, from there to there, there's no places to stop and refuel. So, and 327 cargo, I don't know whether I can make that in one go. And I hope they've got fuel there, because if they don't, oh yeah, plenty. Right, so now what I need to do is take off again, and I suppose I should do that while we have some decent weather. I need to take off from where I am, go and pick up some fuel. I don't have to have this monitored. The OnAir doesn't have to know about this flight at all. So if we do show other airports, we now want to fly to KMQI. See, this is constantly getting smaller. I think once you get to a certain zoom level, like down here, it would be nice if this circle just got a little bit bigger. See, it's going to stay the same size no matter what. So KMQI is where we need to fly to now to get some fuel. I do have some on board. But wait a minute though. I could... let me think this through a second, because if I'm not monitoring this, I only need to, for me, I only need to put fuel in so that I can make the journey back. If I choose not to make the journey back, I think there's a way where I can teleport myself to this place and it'll take maybe a day or so. But then I have to teleport the aircraft there. That's all fees and costs. But I think you can do that and it avoids you having to fly the plane. But it might be quicker just to fly it. Just stick it in 8 times the speed. I wonder if flying back now, we'll have nice weather switching then to rain. That's interesting. So if I go into employees and Rusty and manage, relocate. Yeah, then I need to bring the plane to me. Yeah, doing this might be a good idea on the long flights, bringing the plane back. Yeah. I think it has my age wrong. Oh, I know. It's because the birth date is not correct. But even so, it's still not right. Does it know we're in 2021? Does my computer even know we're in 2021? Yeah. This is calculated wrong. Okay, so I could probably relocate myself to the airport in question and then bring the plane there. But I'll have to look into that further. I don't think I want to do that currently on this short flight. I don't think there's any point in doing that. So I'm just going to literally land at KFQI and go and get some fuel and then fly back. And as I said, I don't get paid. So the only time that we're going to get extra money coming in is when these two, when Brooke and Melissa land and do their thing. All right, so I guess that's gonna be it now. Gonna plot a route. Actually, I'm not gonna do it in here. Why am I doing it in here? Let me take this off. Right. So I'm currently at. You see, as far as flight sim is concerned, I can be anywhere. Take off from anywhere, but in order for me to position my plane back. Oh, wait a minute though. Yeah, because OnAir knows that I am currently at KFF. It knows I'm there. So I think I do need to track this flight for the fuel. I think I do need to track it. And let it know of all my movements. I'm pretty sure I do. Can't remember. Let's take a look. Because if I go into here, I've got enough fuel now for 482 nautical miles. It's dropped down a lot because we've not covered 300. We only did 98. So the reason it's dropped down 300 is because we had the flaps down. It didn't penalize us for that. So, right, so this has arrived. I don't know why it doesn't allow us to load it. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is confirm fuel and payload, which is nothing. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, my destination is KF QI, so I do have to inform it, I think. Oh, is it not KFQI? Oh, what was it again? I hope they find a way to speed that up. Right, let's try this again from scratch. I need the map. I need the map. problem. Go to Options, Global Settings. Okay, that's correct. I just wanted to make sure that was set correct. And it is. I wanted to make sure that small airports were off. I really don't want any missions going to there. So in the databases then, we'll go into the airport that I'm currently at, which is KFFA. And then we get the map. And then as we pull out, we should get that other airport, providing we've got other airports on. Don't know. Why is it not doing it? Airport data. That's just taken me to the browser. Oh no! How do I get it to display airports all around? Oh, find FBOs in this vicinity. That might be a nice option. Okay, I guess we need to go in distance. See, there's a field. Let's put it in distance order. KMQI. KMQI. It's only 6 nautical miles. Right, remember that. KMQI. Remember that, Rusty, okay? KMQI, you remember that? Not KF, but QM. KM. Oh, I'm hopeless. Right. Click on here. And we want to just confirm fuel and payload. We're not adding any fuel. We're not taking any away. We're not doing any cargo. So confirm fuel and payload. And don't. Oh, okay. Right. We'll get there. This is what happens when you have to shake off the rust. Okay, destination is KMQI. 6 nautical miles. It's just literally just lifting off and then back again. No AI pilot. Rusty Dog will be flying, and that's it. Go to flight tracking page. You're about to start a flight without any cargo or passengers. Correct. All right. Now, it's happy with the fact that I'm using my plane, and it's happy with the fact that I'm at the location. And that's because that's where I was before. However, even though that was the last known plane and destination, we still have to come in here and do the same thing. So we're going to be taking off from KFFA. I don't know why those disappears. It did that last time. Okay, first flight. And we're going to be taking off from some reason all the parking's down at that side. I don't mind taking off towards the north and then doing a U-turn. I don't mind, whatever. And the arrival airport is KMQI. So this is the shortest flight known to man. And that's it. Flight conditions seem to be very good. Now we click on fly, and as soon as that loads up and we are there, then we can go to tracking. Alright, there's the plane looking in decidedly better weather. So I'm going to click ready to fly. And then we're going to nip into OnAir. As you can see, we're going to here, and looks like there's 2 runways coming out of this, or 3 runways coming out of this. I don't know. I think this red line here is for the airport I'm in right now. One's got 2 coming. Have a look. Yeah, we've got a red line. Yeah, 2, and then this little one which is not registered it. Okay. So now that we're ready, we can click start tracking. That will show up in the sim. Seems to be happy. I think it starts tracking once I start the plane. So let's put all this on. And make sure we get the lights on this time. Landing lights, I'm going to put them on anyway. Taxi lights, panel lights don't need, floodlights don't need. Nav, beacon, strobe, I want those on. Okay with the rest. Let's turn the fuel on.
TOS system test. Okay.
And we're going to need some fuel. I want to go to around, well, let's give it full beans to start with, and then we can turn it off. I'll turn it down as we get going, but we don't really need to. It's such a short flight. We'll just keep everything maxed out because I like it like that.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
We'll have that. Now it says pitot heat off. We'll turn it on just to get rid of the... and we are now set up with our destination. Unlike last time, just going to adjust my seat. A bit of a booster on there for me. Now then, I do need a pushback, and I need to go to my, well, I don't know, I need to go any of those two off, I suppose. Which way it's going to send me? Tune the ground, and we're going to depart south.
Ground Rusty Romeo 66 request taxi for takeoff south departure.
And
Romeo 66 taxi to an hold short of runway 21 via taxiway. Contact tower on 122.9 when ready.
it is windy. Look at the plane shaking. Remember on our landing we were coming in diagonally. Maybe it was that wind. But you know, when we were looking at the map and the plane, you know, on the GPS in the plane, and you could see that the plane was following the purple line, but it was slightly tilted, like it was diagonally coming down. Maybe that was accounting the wind. I don't know if it was or not.
Hold short runway 21 via taxiway Rusty Romeo 66.
Okay, so I'm going to use my pushback app now. Let me just find it. Pushback, here we go. Got a new version going on. So I actually want it to push me. Need to take my brake off. Now, how do I get this going? It says connected and disabled. Let's go. Again, this is another program that I've forgotten how to use. It says connected, but it's connected to Microsoft Flight Sim, but it says disabled, and I don't know why. I'm requesting a pushback, but it's not doing it. Oh, tug. Okay, I got you. Ah, I see. Wait a minute, it's not doing anything now. Well, I did select right, but I don't know whether that's... This is a tug now instead. It's not even that guy. That'll do. That'll do. I can manage the rest. And I still haven't hooked up my throttle, but it doesn't matter. Right, do not forget. Not forget, Rusty, once you're in the air. Yeah, I do have trouble without the throttle connected. I've got my thumb on the button on my joystick that controls the throttle, and the trigger controls the brakes, and pressing them or operating both together is, well, it's a little bit challenging. So that's why sometimes you see me, or you hear the throttle go, you hear the propeller sound go down, the revs, and at the same time I come to a complete stop. That's just the inability to control both of those things. The windsock looked like it was buried in a tree there. Where are you taking me after this? I only need to go to the end of this runway. Why are you taking me all the way over? Is that to do a turnaround? Is that a proper turnaround? That's kind of cool. Okay, it is. I like that. A little system of turning the plane around. This is nice. Okay, I'm now putting the flaps into the correct position.
Tower Rusty Romeo 66 ready at runway 21 departure to the south.
Rusty Romeo 66 cleared for takeoff runway 21 south departure approved.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 Rusty Romeo 66.
Okay, let's get this thing, get the show on the road. 5 or 6 nautical miles, and that's it. It's strictly takeoff and land. That's pretty much it. Let's give it some full bananas here. Joystick's quite sensitive with the yaw, but just have to, as long as I can hold it in place, we're okay. So that's gear up. Once you reach around 300, I'll reduce the flaps. Okay, flaps are now.
Continue for south departure. I will contact units when you leave my airspace.
Tower Rusty Romeo 66 continue for south departure.
Now here's the thing. Already, I want to request. Oh, it hasn't got it up. No, take me to the airport list. Oh dear. I already need to request. The request full stop landing is going to be at this airport, right? It's not at the airport we've just left. So I don't want to do that. Oh dear, how am I going to land here? Oh God. Air traffic control needs to give me nearest airport list. I'm already ready to come in. Can I land? Oh, here we go.
Tower Rusty Romeo 66 free.
I may have to loop around. Come on. Yeah, I'm just coming in. Select the wrong way for landing. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I'll just select anything.
Kilo Mike Quebec India traffic Rusty
120
Romeo
at
66 is on final runway 17 to land.
I'm pretty much sure I've chosen the wrong runway. Yeah, I have. Don't care. Don't care. Just landing. That leaving my airspace thing just happened way too late.
Landing time logged.
I've just kept all my lights on and everything. Now, can I turn off here? I think so. I don't know. There was lights. There was stuff in the way there. Where do I go? I don't think it matters as long as I get off the runway. Go and see the passengers on the bus. Wow, that was a short landing. I wonder if that is as short as the one that was up in Scotland there. Because that flight again is pretty much take off and land. You know, it's such a short distance. I'm not gonna faff around here. I'm just gonna go over the grass and pretty much stop the plane here. So now that we're down, turn off these lights. I have to leave those on because it's the plane's running, so I'm gonna leave them.
Engine off, time logged. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
And maybe it's going to score me on this one because it's not actually a mission, a task as such. It has scored me. It's failed me again on something I don't understand because I'm rusty. And it is this: lights were on at engine shutdown, except beacon or what? Doesn't fit in. Okay, if you can't fit a sentence into here, then when I highlight it and hover on it, you have to complete that sentence. There has to be a bubble that pops up and completes that sentence. Which light should I have turned off? Is it nav or strobe? Because all the other ones are turned off. There's no question about that. I don't know. I can't remember the lights now. I do have a diagram somewhere to tell me what lights were on, so I'll just consult that for next time. Lights were on at engine shutdown, except beacon or something. Can't do anything with that. Have a look in the flight record. Oh, here we go. Oh, except beacon. Okay. So only the beacon light stays on, and then you shut the plane down. I still have the nav on and the strobe on. That's why I got a little penalized there. But I ended up in credit, 0.04. Woohoo! Awesome. I got a comfort bonus. That's for bringing it. All you need for that is just to bring an extra pillow. An aircraft handling bonus. So that was okay. And now I've got to track my flight back to KFFA. I'm going to do that off the air. Separately, I've got to... not KFFA. KN... Where all my missions come from. Up here. I think it is. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll get there. Alright, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of on-air flight, and, you know, it was okay. But anyway, if you had a spare couple of hours to while away and to me droning on, then I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to, I'm going to do this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my content with whoever you wish. And by all means, you don't have to pay for this. It's completely free. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. Let me know if you want to see anything different. Anything. Just talk to me. And I'll talk back to you, because that's what I do. Take care, everyone. Be happy, be safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.